I was saying that a lot of dudes don't want to get into relationships because they like the entertainment from other women, not like their girl getting entertainment. You know what I mean? So like,
How many guys are really just getting that much play though all the time?
the thing is, see, I've thought this, right?
Yeah.
Because growing up, I got girl attention. So I've always had girl attention. So I've always been like, all right, if I know myself, okay. So I'm like, if I'm my measuring stick for myself, right? And I'm like, okay, I know me, all right. So now I look at everyone else around me, and I'm like, okay, this person, whatever, right? I've realized that I can no longer do that because what works for women is like random shit. Like,
super random.
It's super random. Like for me, I was like, okay, I play sports, I'm in shape, I can talk to women confidently or whatever. I'm winning out here. All right. You know, like that was like the big thing, especially coming up in our era. It's like you have to look good, you have to fucking be able to talk, and you have to have confidence, right? Those are like the biggest things, whatever, right? So once you get there, you're like, shit, ain't nobody gonna, man, I got this or whatever, right? And then somehow it just changed. It just changed, and now like the real like awkward dudes win. You know what I mean? Or like the dudes who are like real. And I really don't like it. I'm gonna be honest, but like the real just fucking the corniest dudes just be winning out here, man. I don't get it.
Do you think that has something to do with like, oh, they're just being themselves?
Honestly, no. No, I really don't. I just think now because society has made a lot of men not be able to be men. So like you just can't
Talking about toxic masculinity?
like. But see, I still don't even I don't
understand that
I don't
either.
believe in that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I just don't. Now I understand some guys, they are really
Threatened?
or just they're very like our homie Jim or whatever. Like,
oh yeah,
he's a person who he's very like everything's super manly. It has to be like
apparently. Hold on, let me show you guys.
little example. Real fast.
This is not manly to have on your phone. Apparently, according to Jim. I don't know why.
It's not.
He was talking so much shit. And I was just like,
I'm gonna get one now.
It's handled.
Pop filters are not manly to Jim at all, but he's very manly and shit. Like I have samurai braids, right? Jim literally was like, I can't work out with you anymore until you just don't have those braids. He still works out with me. Well, not as much since I got the braids. So maybe he's right. He's living up to his word. But yeah, it's like he's very manly, you know. So to me, it's just it's different because like I feel like guys like Jim will not thrive in this era at all. Like, because if you can't be a little flamboyant and be a little like, you know, I guess awkward to a degree and everything like that, I feel like you're not gonna do as well as you should. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah, too much confidence is a bad thing now.
yeah, and it's weird because I feel like how and people are gonna listen to this and be like, I disagree. Confidence is blah blah blah. Oh, trust me. All right, what I'm telling you. I've seen it now. Like, the guys who are confident, they do well. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that they do bad or anything like that. I'm talking about the level of girl they get is pretty much like, it makes sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
There is no like damn, he got her? Remember back in like high school or like middle school and shit, we had that like those moments where it's like, how did he get her? Right? I don't see that anymore. At least from like the people I should see it from. You know, like if I see a dude who fuck it. If I see a dude who I'm like, all right, that's a good looking dude or whatever, right? And then like I see his girl, I'm always like, yeah, it makes sense. You know, it's never like when I'm like, damn, he shot for the moon and one or whatever, right? Like, it's never like that, right? But like I see these like real awkward looking dudes, they be shooting and winning, and I'd be like, how? Like, no offense, but what the fuck? like what are you? Like, and it's weird to me, but that's
I want to say it's that. I want to say it's the whole like, oh, he's just being himself, and I can be myself around him, and there's no like, I don't know.
But see, I feel like the people who aren't like that are also being themselves. But I just think it gets taken as like cockiness or whatever. Because like my girl used to always tell me before we even got together, she was just like, because here's one thing you shouldn't do if you're easily offended. But when I was like getting to know my girl, I was like, what's one thing you don't like about me? Right? We're not even like together, right? And this could be a fucking, like I said, this is bold. Don't do this shit if you're like someone who gets easily offended, because you can like fuck up a whole relationship right then and there if they say some shit that's gonna get you mad. But she was like, honestly, I just feel like you're way too cocky. And I was like, elaborate. And she was, explained herself and everything like that. And I was just like, okay, I get it. But for me, I was like, to me, it's not being cocky if everything I'm saying I can back up. To me, I'm stating facts or whatever. Right? I'm literally just telling you shit that I've done, or like that.
Also, if you've worked towards something like
exactly.
a lot, put a lot of effort into something.
Exactly, or shit like I can do. You know what I mean? Like, and it's funny because like it would be like just like regular shit. It wouldn't even be like, oh, like me and Mark do a podcast or anything like that, or I do music and I'm actually I'm kind of okay at it. Or it wouldn't even be stuff like that. It'd be like I don't even remember. But it was like to me, I thought it was regular shit, right? And she was like, yeah, it's just I don't, I feel like, it's too much and everything like that. Fast forward to now, she's like, oh no, it's like I get it, it's fine and everything like that. But that sort of confidence is not seen as confidence anymore. It's really seen as like ill, you're into yourself, ill, yeah. And it's like, okay, we're in an era where you think I'm into myself, but you have over 1,000 pictures on your Instagram of yourself. But I'm into myself too much. Okay. Thank you. I rest my case. Mark plugs? No.
Shortest podcast ever. Yeah, I don't get that either, because I feel like I'm super cocky. Undeservedly so.
No, just fucking deservedly so. I feel like it. Yeah.
But it works for me, and it's just like you could be cocky, but at the same time you have to like do the self-deprecating humor. You got to find that weird balance between it,
right? To
make it like, oh, he's cocky and he can't do all that stuff, but he makes fun of himself,
right?
So I think it's that. I think it's like maybe those guys they humiliate themselves a little bit,
right? And it's funny because I feel like we both do the same shit. And I could even go in depth. There was a point in college, right? Me and Jay had this one class, and it was a pharmacy class, and it just so happens that yes, I'm black. If you guys didn't know already, I know. What? Crazy.
Ew,
right?
you didn't tell me that.
Podcast is fucking over, nigger. Everyone's listening. Yeah. What?
But he sounds so proper.
Oh my god, I'm listening to a niger. A nignog. A mayate on.
A nignog.
Negrito.
Oh man.
But so I understand that I'm black, right? So it's also worse because I'm a person that a lot of my, like, I guess mannerisms are very nonchalant, and I have like a very blank face when I do shit, and I don't realize it, but people tell me, so it's like it looks worse than what it is, because I can be like really joking, but because my face, you think I'm serious, right? So we had a pharmacy class, and I would always joke with Jay, right? And we joke how we joke, right? If you're ever around us all, or just us, whoever the two or whatever, right? Our humor is very dark and it's like fucked up, right? Now it's not as dark to each other because we've said everything we can say about each other. Like, there's nothing really else to say. But we'll roast anybody like who isn't us or whatever, right? So it's very dark, right? So one thing that we used to do a lot is literally like if Jay's saying something to me in a class or whatever, and it's only to make ourselves laugh. It was only always to make ourselves laugh, right? If Jay's saying something, he'll be like, yeah, I just think because blah, blah, blah. I'll just be like, yo, shut the fuck up.
God damn it!
Like out loud, and then
I still laugh at it. It's only happening.
like, and then we would just do that shit, right? And like, he would get me back. Like, I'd be saying something, whatever. He'll be like, "That's cool and all, but you a bitch." like, right? And the funny thing is, Jay is Cambodian. I'm black, right? Same thing. Mark is Mexican. I'm black. So when we would do it to each other, no one knows that we're friends. They just know that you see us as two dudes who are talking, right?
Yeah.
So he would do it or whatever, and then every time I did it, like people would instantly like feel for Jay and be like, "Oh my god." Oh my god, right? And the kicker to that shit was one time we were in class and we had a presentation. Jay was on my team, and we went up there and I was doing my shit or whatever, and then I had went to hand the marker to Jay, and when he reached out, I just dropped it and I just kept walking, and then it's a joke, right?
Yeah.
So Jay like snickers and then he picks it up. But Jay tells me afterwards, he was like, you didn't hear it, but like when you did that, like the whole front row was just like girls. They were just like, oh, like, and I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was like, wait, hold on, wait a minute, hold on. You mean to tell me these people think I'm actually bullying you
In college?
in college?
And they ain't doing shit about it. They don't stand up for you.
Like, nigga, you bigger than me. Like, I'm just bullying you. What the fuck? And Jay would just die of laughter because he's like, oh my god, this is crazy. And then I was always like, we gotta just flip it one day. You just gotta bully me, like, and like people just, I just want to see what happens or whatever. No one ever cared.
Yeah, hell no.
Jay would fucking like openly just, I told you, he would be like, he'll just be like, hey, but you a bitch though, like out loud, and I'd be like, you right? No one would even look up at me. Like, but if I did that shit, oh my god, he's,
No, he's good. He's standing up for himself by calling me a bitch.
oh that black bastard.
He deserves it.
He deserves every A he gets in this class. I passed all my classes. That was the ending joke to that whole bit. Was I passed all my classes? But yeah, so I feel like that's how it is nowadays. It's like if you're like confident or whatever, it's like you bastard,
Yeah.
you. And I'm like, it's so weird because I'm like,
Depending how you look and your confidence. Like if you look like an athlete, you're fit and you're being confident, it's cocky. If you're like bigger dude, not really in shape, whatever, and you're being confident, oh, good for him. He just has all this self-esteem and he's like okay with his body image and he's going out there and doing it anyways.
It's full of shit. All right, it's full of shit. The fucking your brother, your sister or whatever. Look. All right, this dude's been the same dude ever since I've known him, right?
Yeah.
So I'm like, in my opinion, he's the same nigga, right? So I just find it funny that like the conversations that we have and shit, we talk shit. Like, it doesn't matter, right? And you know how many times this nigga was like, you ain't get no bitches. To me, right? He was like, you don't get no bitches. Like, but I'm like, and it's funny now, they're like, oh man, he's so humble. I'm like, this nigga would shit on me when I was a kid. Every time I'd be like, yeah. Well, we'll talk about something or talk about some girl or whatever, and then we'll be like, you don't get no bitches though. Like, and I'm just like, but see my point? Like people like man, like
It's funny too because that's not even the worst of like what the shit we said to each other. Like,
right.
I want to say like when your face was like super swollen up. Mm-hmm. I'm pretty sure we made fun. I think it was the next day because I didn't see you the day it happened. But the next day, I still was making fun of you.
Yeah.
Like it was like no sympathy.
Yeah, Jay was too.
Yeah.
It's life.
It's just it happens. Like no matter what tragedy you're going through right now, be prepared to make fun of.
Yeah.
Get made fun of.
Yeah, I got jumped, and these niggas made fun of me with the fucked up face.
It was so big.
Like,
it freaked me out.
Like,
it did.
And I was just like, all right, that's cool. We're still on the same page, whatever. But all right, let's get back to
back to
fucking dating and
relationship. That shit was
shit.
funny, though.